There can be lots of things that stand in the way when you're looking to change career, but the biggest thing that holds people back is fear. So let's look at how to overcome it. Welcome to Career Ending Opportunities. I'm Simon Knapp. Thank you for joining me. Each week here on this channel, we look for ways to change career and find personal and financial freedom in everything we do. If you're new here and you find the video useful, consider subscribing. And if you are already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming back. This week, we are talking about fear and how to overcome it. First things first, it's okay to be fearful of change. People hate change, and it can slow, if not firmly inhibit progress. And it's a perfectly natural response. Being nervous about something just means that it means something to you and that you know that it's going to involve work and dedication and preset goals to see progress. Being fearful is not a bad thing when you're starting out. One way I like to start breaking down this barrier is by asking myself, what would this mean to X? What would this mean to my wife? What would this mean to my daughter, to my family? What would this mean to my bank balance, to my stress level, to my anxiety generally? And how would this make me feel about myself? Taking a balanced view on these questions and being honest with yourself helps ground you in reality and allows you to realize quite how positive an effect you could have on all these elements in your life. Because changing career is a big thing. Walking away from a lifelong career is huge, and it can appear like an impossible task if you look at it from the 30,000-foot view. You know your start point, you know your end goal, but between the 2 points it can look like you're trying to cross a shark-infested snake pit that's constantly on fire. My advice is to write down each step that you know you're going to have to take, break it down into bite-sized chunks, and the whole journey will appear far more manageable. You can build a step-by-step board in Trello or simply use Google Docs to make a spreadsheet of everything that you know you're going to have to do to complete this process. Personally, I find that once I have everything listed out and we have steps for everything, that it reduces my anxiety about the whole project because I can see the snapshots of where I need to place my focus. One huge factor that feeds our fear of change is being judged by other people and what other people's perceptions of us are. So remember that we're not always as rational as we would like to tell ourselves and as we would like to believe. One small piece of negative feedback can far outweigh a whole stack of positivity that you receive from someone else. I learned that firsthand from reading the comment section on some of my videos. But anyway, our lack of rationality can allow the laws of physics to be defied. It can mean that to us, 1 ton of positivity and buoyancy can be sunk by 1 kilo of negativity, and there's no reason why we allow ourselves to do that other than the fact that we are all slightly self-conscious and self-aware. But here's the thing, the more you try something new, the less fearful you are, and the more adept you are at separating the negativity and the positivity and really embracing the feedback that you get. It also makes it easier to see progress in your skills and your abilities, thus reducing fear even further. To sum up, changing career is hard and being fearful of that change is completely natural. But try to look for the benefits that are on offer whilst you're doing it. Definitely there will be people that say you're crazy, or they may say worse than that, but remember that someone had to be that first man or woman that left the cave. You know, the first cave dweller who thought, I wonder what's beyond the horizon, and rather than just thinking about it and moaning about the fact the cave was terrible, actually got up and went and explored. Changing career really is about being the one person in the group who is intrigued about what is just out of sight, shrouded in the layers of fear and hidden behind the idea of a traditional lifelong career. If you've got to the point where the career that you're in is not for you anymore, you have to suck it up, try and push that fear down and just embrace it and go for it. Dealing with fear can be tough. It is something that requires work and self-awareness and personal development. If you're struggling with something, put it in the comments and I'd love to discuss it. That's going to be the end for this week. I'm trying to make these videos a little bit shorter so they can be punchier. We'll see what this edits down to, and I'll see you next week. If you're not subscribed and you've got this far through the video, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And if you are subscribed, there's always the notification bell if that's something that you do. Next week starts a brand new series of Mindset Monday or Motivation Mondays. I'm not sure what it's called yet, but it's going to start a video on Monday and a video on Friday, just so I can provide more content to you and hopefully help you through this career change path that you're going down. I've been Simon Knapp, this has been Career Ending Opportunities. I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.